What is up, my shadows? Today we're diving into one of the most famous creepypastas of all time, as well as the last one, I know. The Tails doll, or better known as the Tails doll curse. Now me personally, I fucking hate anything from dolls, ghosts, or spirits of children, and anything that relates to the grudge. But what can I say? We all enjoy a good old scare. Now don't forget to dim the lights and raise the volume. I'm positive many of you are familiar with Sonic and his friends, as well as his enemies, most popular one being Eggman, whether you know Sonic from the new movie adaptation, or from the Sonic X anime and comics, or even like the millennials that get to experience one of the original animated series, Sonic the Hedgehog. This story has a pitch black feel to it. The Tails doll. Tails doll is often depicted as a rival or a doppelganger of our beloved two-tailed fox genius, Tails. Comparable to Sonic and Metal Sonic, or Knuckles to Metal Knuckles. Anyways, Tails doll is a machine-like plush doll made by Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman. Others believe it's a malevolent entity, demon from another realm that has either possessed the doll or taken its form, possibly even a deity or a former human. According to Sonic News Network, as a last resort, Eggman manufactured this to catch Sonic unprepared. This is set for the power plant embedded in its head. It is a mere stuffed animal whose meager form nevertheless exhibits considerable ability in its races due to its lightweight design. Still, it is able to float in the air for a long time. The video game. Back in the day, Sega decided to release Sonic R, a racing game for the Sega Saturn, on November 28, 1997. The game featured 10 characters, yet only 4 are unlocked. There were only 5 race courses and a 12-song soundtrack. In order to unlock the Tails doll, one must obtain 5 Sonic tokens and the Radical City course, finish at least 3rd place, and beat Tails doll in a one-on-one race. Though it stated on some online forums that this is a way to also trigger the Tails doll curse, bring them from the video game into our world. Now, without further ado, don't shit your pants as we enter the story of the two best friends that made a horrible mistake. The story of Gil and Noah. Gil and his friend Noah were looking for games for their Sega Saturn at EB Games when they came across Sonic R. Gil was going to ask how much it was, but when he got to the counter, the salesperson said for them to take the game for free and get out. When Noah heard the salesperson say, "Take the game with you," he dropped the games he was looking at and ran over to Gil. "Did he say we could have the game for free?" he asked. Gil was going to shake his head no when the salesperson said yes. Noah grabbed Gil by his arm in the game and pulled him out of the store into his house. When they got to Noah's house, Noah got his Sega Saturn and Sonic R and put the game in. When the game started, they didn't see Sonic or Knuckles. They only saw what looked like Tails. Noah thought that it was just a glitch or that someone hacked it. But Gil knew it was more than a glitch or a hacked game. Much more evil. The first thing they noticed when Noah started the first race was that the track was full of dark red and black, and the music that was playing was "Can You Feel the Sunshine?" but played backwards. Noah thought that this was a hack, but Gil thought the game was haunted. He didn't think that their copy was the only haunted version of the game. He thought all of the copies were haunted by Tails. When Noah beat the first race, he unlocked Supersonic. Gil knew that Noah didn't get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, but Noah didn't question how he got him, but he did stand up and cheer for himself. "How did you unlock him so quickly?" asked Gil. "I don't know," Noah screamed excitedly. "Why are you questioning it, Gil?" "Something feels weird about this game," Gil said. "The game feels haunted or something. You've been watching too many horror movies," Noah said. "You know, I don't watch that stuff, Noah," Gil said. Noah finished his second race with Supersonic when the game said a challenger was approaching. When the challenger approaching screen faded away, the screen faded into black and stayed black for about 2 minutes. It then cut to a picture of Sonic being violently attacked by what looked like to be a stuffed animal version of Tails, with a very loud screaming and laughter for a split second. Then it went to the race. When the race started, Supersonic was standing on the track by himself after the "Ready, Set, Go" was said. Supersonic started to move by himself. Gil looked over to Noah and saw that his hands weren't on the controller. As soon as Supersonic crossed the finish line, Noah was able to control him, and what looked like Tails was right behind him. When Supersonic and Tails crossed the finish line, it looked like Tails won, but it said Supersonic won. That's when it said that they unlocked the Tails doll and the Tails doll curse. When this happened, Noah and Gil both looked very confused. Is that a letter?" Noah asked Gil, and all Gil could do was nod his head. Noah went to play as Tails doll when the letter opened up. "Whatever you do, don't read that letter," Gil warned Noah. But Noah didn't listen and read it anyway. What it read was, "Can you feel the sunshine?" Lyrics backwards. When Noah was done, the TV started to vibrate. Noah took a hammer and started to hit the TV with it. The TV stopped vibrating. "I stopped the TV from vibrating," Noah said. "Yes, but now how do we play the game?" Gil said. "I have a TV in my room," Noah said, as he unplugged the system from the now broken TV and wall. "You do know that your mom and dad are going to kill you for breaking the TV," Gil said. "I know," Noah said, "but it was worth it." They went upstairs to Noah's bedroom. When they got to Noah's bedroom, the broken TV started to vibrate again. Then the Tails doll came out. Noah and Gil were now playing a different game because of what happened. They were playing Sonic Adventure 2 on the Sega Dreamcast when the doorbell rang. Noah and Gil went to answer the door. When they opened it, no one was there. Noah closed the door. When the doorbell rang again, Noah opened the door and no one was there. He closed the door, but he kept his hands on the doorknob. The doorbell rang again and Noah opened the door as fast as he could, but no one was there. The only thing that was there was a Tails doll. Noah brought it inside the house and washed what looked like blood off of it in the kitchen sink. When he washed the blood off, he sat it up front of a couple of dishes to dry and went upstairs. That's when the Tails doll stood up and flew off the counter and onto the floor. He then walked to the stairs and flew up them. Then he went to Noah's bedroom. Gil then felt like they were both being watched by something evil. "Hey Noah, do you feel like we're being watched?" Gil asked Noah. "Are you sure you don't watch horror movies?" Noah asked Gil. "Of course I'm sure," Gil said. "I have to go to the bathroom," Gil said. As he was walking to the bathroom, he saw something out of the corner of his eye. It looked like a Tails doll, so he turned towards his left and didn't see a thing. He looked to his right and didn't see a thing. He thought that it was his imagination, and he went to the bathroom. When he was going back to the bedroom, he saw something move, so he went to go see what it was. He then saw it move again and walked towards it. Gil saw the Tails doll and walked over to pick it up and bring it to the room. When he brought it up and showed Noah it, Noah asked Gil, "Where did you find it?" "I found it by the stairs," Gil said. "I thought I left it in the kitchen. Anyway, let's play Sonic R again," Noah said. "Don't you remember what happened before?" Gil said. "Yeah, so?" Noah said. "So do you want to kill your TV too?" Gil said. "That was a freak accident," Noah said as he put the game in the Sega Saturn. He then played the tag game as Tails doll, and as soon as he tagged the last person, the Tails doll that was in the room came to life. Noah and Gil both stood up and walked towards the door. Noah opened it and they both ran as fast as they could down the stairs and almost got to the front of the door when the Tails doll fell in front of them and killed Noah with his razor-sharp claws. This made Gil very angry. He grabbed a baseball bat and started swinging at the Tails doll, each hit missing. He swung it one last time before the Tails doll caught it and broke it. Gil then stepped on its head and ran into the kitchen to get one of the kitchen knives and swung at the doll again. The Tails doll caught it again and killed Gil, the same way he killed Noah. The Tails doll went back into the upstairs TV. The police then came to the house because the neighbors called saying that they heard a lot of noise coming from Noah's house. But when they got there, Noah and Gil were both upstairs in Noah's bedroom. One of the police officers took the Sega Saturn to the station, and his partner said that there was no murder weapon. And that was the end of Noah and Gil. Side note: Tails doll is an evil and cruel being who searches and seeks death and havoc at every alley and corner. For every day it lives, he starves murder and chaos, along with not stopping until he eliminates life around him. Conclusion. Before we end this video, let's talk about the 2 ways to summon the Tails doll. And yes, we're going there. Obviously, playing the game is the first method. And Sonic R, the PC, or Sega Saturn are the only ways to do it for the game version. Get 100% completion in the game. Afterwards, you will see an image of Tails sitting on a red and white checkered floor. Then he shall appear, give you a deal, become his servant, or die. In the GameCube version, the only difference is that after completing the game, tag these characters in tag mode: Metal Sonic, Egg Robo, Metal Knuckles, and Super Sonic. The second option, between 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., go into a dark bathroom with a mirror, then lock and close the door, play or sing these songs backwards. Can You Feel the Sunshine, followed by Living in the City, Trying to sing these songs when it's playing makes it more effective, apparently. After the songs end, wait 5-10 minutes, you'll see a blood red glowing gem in the mirror, and he'll make the same deal with you. To counter all this, it is said to protect oneself from him. The most common method is to own a Sonic doll, a plush, if you will. That's gonna be it for today's content, people. Don't go looking for trouble and this voodoo crap, because I'm sure as hell not. And well, as always, keep them fresh vibes. I'll see you on the next upload. Bye bye.